Joining us now, Western Pizza Guest Hotline, the one, the only Daniella Ponticelli, a WNBA play-by-play voice, here to help us set the scene for what is expected to be a huge night in Toronto. The Tempo welcoming in Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, who enter tonight at 23-12, and they are certainly in that playoff picture. Daniella, first of all, thank you for taking the time. I know you're calling the game tonight, so it's a busy day for you.
Oh, thanks for having me. I hope that you can hear me okay. I'm courtside right now, and I was in a quieter spot, but then there was a fire alarm. So I think this actually is the quietest I can get. But it's always great to chat with you.
Well, look at us getting Daniella Ponticelli courtside from the Toronto Tempo game, pre-game. This is really cool. Tonight's going to be a big night, and I know a lot of basketball fans are going to be watching Daniella. Pretty fascinating considering Caitlin Clark and the Fever are going to be coming for their first ever game in Toronto, north of the border. This has got to just be, a huge game for Canadian women's basketball fans. What does the city feel like right now? Paint that picture for us.
Well, of course, there's a lot of excitement, sold out inside Scotiabank Arena. Although I do want to give credit where it's due. Montreal packed 20,000 plus in when Dallas came to town last month. So there have been some really great, well-attended. In fact, that is the highest attended WNBA game that won in Montreal. So it's been exciting this whole season. This just adds a little extra punch because a lot of Caitlin Clark fans north of the border, and I'm right now looking at a number of the people who were able to get in to the pregame a lot earlier, and you definitely Indiana fans in the house.
Oh, I can imagine. It's got to be exciting as well, having a little bit of that home crowd behind the Tempo. I mean, they're going through a little bit of a skid right now, but I understand Brittany Sykes is expected to possibly be playing tonight. What would that mean?
Yeah, part of Toronto's $1 million backcourt. One part of that. It is great to have her back. And one of those quirky things about sports is when she was injured, June 16th, it was at the game in Indiana, the very first meeting between the Tempo and the Fever. And she had to leave in the second half, a non-contact injury, turned out to be a pretty severe foot injury. So after 18 games missed, we've missed her so much, she's back, and she'll get to play at Scotiabank for the first time. And what this means is a bit more help defensively. The Tempo have really struggled on defense, and Brittany Sykes is one of the best two-way players, so great to have her back.
10 straight losses obviously isn't where the Toronto Tempo want to be sitting at this point during their inaugural season. But at the same time, it's an expansion team playing its first WNBA season, right? So what are you seeing from this team that maybe the score sheet doesn't reflect all the time?
Well, we're absolutely looking now forward, right, for the future. While not mathematically eliminated, this is such a strong league, and the top 8 teams currently in that playoff picture are fighting for it, including Indiana. They're fourth tonight, but they want to get even higher up because a lot can change in this next stretch. So for the Tempo, it's all about looking forward to the future. Their 6th overall pick, Kiki Rice, was having a great season before she was dealt a heavy injury to her ankle. So I think a lot of the excitement is just building around the stars who will be here next year, including Marina Money Mabry and Brittany Slim Sykes. And the two of them together are electric. It's going to be so great to see them back on the court.
You brought her name up, Kiki Rice. I did want to ask about her specifically because she's really started to show some impressive flashes. How have you witnessed her game progress? I mean, you're there. You're watching them up close and personal, calling these games all the time.
The best description of her before the injury was fearless, and I would say that has stuck even after coming back. She's coming off a big national championship with UCLA, and she's just confident and poised and still so young. Her ceiling is so high, and she just keeps building. We're seeing double-digit scoring from her night after night. She's kind of getting back into the rhythm she had before the injury. So there's a lot to be excited around, and you think that Kiki Rice could very well be, one of the longest players with a team early on in its history. So it's an exciting night. And you know what? It's always special as well to welcome in the other stars from the other teams. It's still such an exciting time. And I think it will be for a while for the WNBA in Canada because we're also going to Vancouver this weekend coming up. And I can't believe that the Riders play in the building next door the same time as the Tempo. I don't know. I was like, are you kidding me? Couldn't have made one of them a different night. But, it'll just be what it is. A lot of good sports happening in Vancouver this weekend.
Well, for old time's sake, you're going to have to tune into the Rider Broadcast Network. Then you can critique me.
I'm clearly going to have to catch up after I'm done. I'm going to have to tune into you guys and catch up because I'm going to need to know what I missed.
Heck, just go into the broadcast booth. Dave will take you in there.
It would be so great. But thanks so much, as always, for having me on. It's definitely going to be an exciting one here. And hopefully, actually, as we speak, Caitlin Clark is making her way to the court right now. And I don't think anyone has noticed yet. So we'll see. Yeah, there's a murmur from the crowd coming in. So, it's just a really great vibe. And it always has been. There were people here, by the way, 4 hours before the game.
Oh, gosh.
Just kind of milling about Scotiabank Arena in Tempo gear. So it's just a really exciting and beautiful day in Toronto, too. So add that all together.
And then maybe if you could just quickly talk to Caitlin Clark and, the attention that has been drawn around her, respectfully, rightfully so. But how has that really elevated the WNBA sport in your experience in the league thus far?
Well, the way I see it is if it results in anyone taking a moment to watch some more highlights and then maybe watch a game and see some of the other stars. I mean, one of the things about Indiana is they're an embarrassment of riches. They're a three-headed monster with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. And no one is having a bad night right now. They're not even the best team in the league. That's the craziest thing. So it just goes to show, if you can get hooked on it and see the talent and enjoy it, it is so much fun. I just went to a Las Vegas Aces game in Vegas this past weekend against Minnesota, and I just took it in, and it was such a fun, incredible atmosphere. So, I love this league even beyond just working in it, and the more people can get exposed to that, the better. So whether you're just a Caitlin Clark fan or you are a WNBA fan or whatever it is that gets you hooked is important, and it is great to see because that's what this is all about, right? Growing. And the league, by the way, next year, increasing the number of games. And then each year after that until 2030, another team added in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. So this is just growing.
Oh, and it's so exciting to watch the explosion of not only women's sports, but obviously the WNBA, and seeing it, dip into Canada, in Toronto, having this inaugural season. I mean, you alluded to it. There were fans there 4 hours before the doors even opened, but how has the city really embraced this new franchise?
Oh, there's billboards everywhere. I mean, the marketing is everywhere. You're seeing people in Tempo gear wherever you go. At other events, that's always a really good sign. It's just one of those things where people get it. They're excited about it. And it is a very hot ticket because Indiana, by the way, will also be the next home game that's happening at Coca-Cola Coliseum, which is a smaller venue. And that was sold out within minutes of it going on sale before the season started. So there's been sellouts every game. I'm not exaggerating. Sellouts every game in that building. It holds between 9,000-10,000. So it is a hot ticket. And I'm just thrilled to be part of this journey. And like I said, they had the Cross Canada series in Montreal, and we're going to wrap it up this weekend in Vancouver, facing some really good teams.
Well, it's incredible to watch all of the hard work that you and the rest of your broadcast crew put in. I know we'll be sitting here in the SportsCage studio in downtown Regina. I'll look up and see, there's Daniella's face. There she is. Okay. That's a lot of fun. And then obviously we love listening to your calls. So I really hope that you have a great call tonight. I hope it's a wildly entertaining game, and I cannot wait to catch up again in the near future, Daniella. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
Okay, that sounds great.